Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Very excited for today's beer. It's courtesy of my friend Jim. Thank you so much, Jim. So yesterday I did the quote unquote base beer of this. That is Revolution's Death Tar, and it's an imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels. It also has oats in it, so it really has a really nice mouthfeel. This is that one, but steeped with coffee. So same ABV, 14.8%. It's called Cafe Death. Um, I think you just pronounce it Death. And again, it's a pale stout with coffee. They say 14.8, steeped with coffee, and it is. Oh, actually, okay, so it's got a different fill date, if I remember correctly, and it's about 3 months old. Okay, perfect. Or maybe it was the same date. Whatever. Anyway, 3 months old. When I was drinking that one, I thought to myself and said out loud with the inherent roast from the malts in there that I could really see coffee taking it up a notch. So I'm super excited. Um, I've had two different years of the regular Death Star, and I don't think I've ever had a variant. I'm pretty sure this is my first one. This is the same glass I used yesterday. I cleaned it super well and still sticking to the sides. I gotta get some new soap or something to use in these glasses. Anyway, I'll look for some online after this review. Probably started at 2 fingers ahead, but it's going down quickly. It's that it looks a lot like the beer yesterday I did. I already see some legs growing on the sides of the glass. Um, again, the head's going down quickly. It's that super dark khaki, light mocha kind of a thing. The beer itself is very dark, a little bit of brown at the very bottom. But yeah, I mean, it looks like a big, almost 15% ABV stout. Let's get into the aroma. Yeah, you can immediately get the coffee in there, and it's so interesting. And I know I've said this before in other videos. You know, some of these things that like you say, oh, I get this aroma or this taste in a beer, and it's like the beer version of that thing. It's not exactly. Most recently, I think I talked about like pine needles. Like some hops, you get that pine quality, but when a beer actually has pine needles in it, it's not the same thing. Citrus, right? Like a citrusy hop, and you have some citrus. It's like, oh yeah, it's like a beer version of citrus. Um, stout with that roasty element from the malt can have like this coffee roastiness, but like when you have actual coffee in it, it is a different thing. And again, so you can instantly pull out that this actually has coffee. That's a long way of saying has a nice coffee aroma to it. I get some of the barrel, some of the base style, that chocolate note. Yeah, some bourbon fighting through, some toasted coconut, which I got yesterday as well. The dark fruit, the plum, prune thing. Yeah, I mean, I had wanted to do them side by side. It's just that's a lot of beer for me to drink, in a night. So yeah, from my memory from yesterday, it's very much the same aroma with that coffee, and the coffee, without dominating, is a big player in that aroma. I'm hoping the same thing is true of the taste. I hope it doesn't quite dominate the taste, and according to Said Can, it doesn't. Let's see, without overshadowing the base beer. So that's what they're going for. I'm kind of hoping same thing, like it just accentuates what's there, is what I had said yesterday. And yeah, let's see. Bruno is not amused. He's just laying there. All right, cheers. Tell you what, yeah, that's what I wanted, and what they're saying is true. It is not. I'm trying to get away from saying bomb. I'm going to keep saying it, but it's not a coffee bomb, but it does up that roast that's already there, as I had said yesterday. And it again, just like the aroma, it is distinctively a coffee taste. I do get more dark chocolate. I got it yesterday, but that coffee I think is helping bring out some more of that bitter, um, dark chocolate kind of a thing. Maybe the last 33%, the last third of the taste before you get to like the aftertaste, which is also very dark chocolate, baker's chocolate, although also kind of um, if you had a coffee, like you drank some coffee that maybe had So you get like a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of coconut, but it's not sweet enough to be like a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or whatever you buy coffee at. They put flavors and stuff in. It doesn't quite. It's not that sweet to make you think you had one of those, but it is not surprising. Yeah, I had something that had coffee and a little bit of coconut, a little bit of vanilla, in a relatively dry way. So again, not as sweet as the actual like one of those kinds of drinks. Yesterday I talked about this plum note in the middle, and that coffee it's there, but that coffee kind of jumps it. So I guess of the flavors I'm remembering from yesterday, and to use their word, overpowering. I'm sorry, overshadowing. That's the only thing that kind of overshadows from yesterday was, and it was very pleasant. This like dark fruit plum, a little bit prune, kind of like dried as well. No, it's there, but the coffee cuts into it, and I'm not knocking that at all. It's just it adds a different flavor, different level of complexity, which is awesome. Yesterday there was so much going on. I had a great time trying to pull out everything I tasted, and most of that same stuff is here as well. It's just I get that coffee covering up some of the plum, kind of like canceling it out, and then as I said, pulling out some extra dark chocolate. Everything else is pretty much yeah the same. You know, the barrel is there. It's an overpowering. Yeah, this is fantastic. It's a great variant. They should be proud of their base, but this one delivers. Right before I started filming this, I saw that Weyerbacher is not doing their Sunday morning stout, which is my favorite barrel aged coffee stouts. So it seems fitting that I'm being introduced to a new favorite style, or one of favorite of the style that I really like. Thanks again, Jim, for sending it. I really appreciate it. It's pretty obvious. This is a huge winner for me. I would drink a ton of this. Love it in a 12-ounce can. Shout out to Joe from the Beer Patrol. He used to bust my chops about that. But big beers that are almost 15% ABV, I don't know. Call me crazy, but I like them in a smaller format. So, yeah, kudos Revolution for keeping this in a 12-ounce can. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Check me out on Instagram and on Tapped. No hype beer reviews at both those places. So, always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.